Hey guys, Talem here, and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am, even if you're just watching
It's
it.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Dope. Christopher. Shadow. Awful lot of pets.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch. Calvin Finch. Sven and Edie. Oh, okay, so she died December 5th, 2010. Walter Finch. Barbara. Wonder what happened to her mom. Hope I didn't miss that detail. Okay, I felt like I'm missing something. Oh, there we go.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Can I focus in? Okay. Can't exactly see much. Let me try this again. Okay, there we go.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Wonder if there's a way to the old house. The explorer in me wants to go see.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers.
It's only a
She was
year.
just trying to do better.
Oh, so much death.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Who's Sanjay Kumar?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Let's go up here.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh Lord. I knew it. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Oh, God. Not a good thing to do while you're pregnant, Missy. Just saying. Giving me a heart
I never
attack.
met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Whoa. Sam, 1950 to 1983. Only 33 years old?
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
A lot of medals. Assuming he was in Vietnam. I want to look around before
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
look around the room before I click on that Sam folder, it looked like. Okay, well, it doesn't seem to be anything, so we'll head back. Okay.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Now this is Dawn. Is this Edith's mother?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Alright, what else do I got to photograph here? Pretty good zoom on this camera, I must say. Trying to find... I'm assuming there's a certain amount of interesting points that I have to photograph. Don't see anything there. Yeah, I already got the island and the bird. Alright. Can I be done now, or do I just gotta keep... That's a lot of logs in the water. Maybe I gotta use the whole roll. Well, that wasn't a good one.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, there we go.
Hold still.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Okay, now we changed.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Now, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
I like how every little story comes from a slightly different perspective.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin.
This one is through the lens of a camera.
That was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Some fish. Fishing poles.
Maybe.
Ooh, bird.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Oh, she can actually shoot the buck.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Oh,
Great shot, Dawn!
what's going on? Oh, okay.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Hey, as long as you use the meat, nothing wrong with it. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, there we go.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
some-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about—
Dad!
Oh, wow. That
Of
made
all
me
these
jump.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay, so Dawn is her mom. Yeah, 2016, so she did die. Oh, she died young, too. Edith says 1999 to... Oh. Honestly, I hope nothing happens to Edith. Alright, well. Kind of speechless on that part. That's terrible. Let's go ahead and go this way. AC unit. That is actually quite a stunning view. I just love the vistas in this game. They're fantastic. Meal ready to eat.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory. Okay, get in. That Pac-Man on the ground? No, not back in. Not back in. Back out. There we go. Come on. I thought she had a bit of a belly. I just wasn't sure if it was a perspective or not.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, he's taking a
I think
bath.
he saw things the rest of us don't.
Baby in the bath with a froggy. Can I get the ducky? Oh, I can throw the frog.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to...
Oh, no.
Hold on, sweetie.
Don't do it.
Hello?
Oh dear.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Oh, okay. I'm controlling the ducky. I mean the frog.
I wonder what he saw.
Okay. What am I? Oh, okay.
He reminded me so much of Cal. Lost in his imagination.
Whee! Whee! Sorry, I'm probably having too much fun, even though in my gut I feel this terrible tragedy is about to happen. Hey, when my son was a baby and I'd bathe him, I would never leave him into water. Oh, it's terrifying. I'm supposed to jump on top of the whale? Is that where I'm trying to go for? It's under the whale. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Almost got it. Woo! Fancy moves. Oh, he's molesting that whale, isn't he? Okay, let's try it again. Woof. Oh. There we go. May gotta do a little better than that. Oh, there we go. Ooh, bubble bath. Oh, I got more toys in the water. You know, it's actually not overly easy to do this here. Let me see. Boing. Get on. Alright, close. Close. Come on, Froggy. There we go. Oh, get there. Oh, almost. Alright. Oh, yeah.
It sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Okay.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. God, I
Okay.
don't want Gregory to hear this.
Don't leave him. Oh, God.
She could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't
Oh,
understand
man.
about Gregory,
Oh.
about everything.
Sorry, my stomach is just churning right now. Because I know that fear. Anybody that's ever been a parent knows that fear.
I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Kinda was.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
Oh, man.
Love, Sam.
Okay, so that was Sam's first wife. The one I think who did all the pink, if I'm remembering right. No? So what do we got? Gus, Dawn, Milton, and Lewis. And yeah, Sanjay. I'm very curious of who Sanjay is. Very curious. Oh, wow.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry,
Gus.
and yet
Well, Gus lived to be 13. God, it's Such a short amount of time. All these children. I know there's a story there for Gus. I just want to take a peek around. What's this? Raise flag, breakfast, quiet time, duties, Dawn, sweep and trash, Gus, mop, mow yard, Greg, be a baby, routine. Alright, we can definitely tell that their father Sam was in the military. Okay, let's go into here. 4 poems
A poem
for
for
Gus.
Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, that's cool. Let's gather everything with the kite. Whoa. There's some more letters.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Wonder why Gus is upset. Maybe the divorce? I'm having a hard time flying this because the directions to move are a little wonky. Almost had it. Let's turn around. Go back. I need to go down, actually.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh. Killer kite. Look out. Alright, looking for more letters. Is that them right there? Going down the totem pole? Whoa. Crazy kite.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, gee. That's not very nice, Gus. Driving this thing like I'm drunk. Okay, let's go this way. Go down.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, is he gonna get electrocuted? But this is a string. I don't. Can electricity flow down a cloth string? Destruction Derby. Jeez Louise.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh wow.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Okay, this just got extreme. Oh Lord. Okay, what happened?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oh, jeez.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay, so he died, I'm assuming, hit by something blowing around in the wind. That's what I get from that. So sad. Oh, can I climb it? So I can get up there? I don't see any kind of indicator. Come on. Get up there, sister. You can't go there. Yeah, there has to be something else down here that I'm missing, I guess. There's little Gus, and there's a frog. So sad. Man. Hey, it's just not letting me up this thing, because I'm pretty sure that's where I need to go. Well, this has been sealed shut with that construction foam. Okay. There we go, a climbing
My mom
wall.
moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Holy Bible. Don Finch. Fly to India. 10 ways to teach critical thinking. Dawn and Sanjay. Huh. Is that her dad?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Okay.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, okay. So she is half Indian. Dawn Finch. I thought I had... Oh, here we go.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Milton. Lewis. Edith. Dawn.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
It's like a little classroom.
But it didn't last.
Oh, man.
The beginning
Oh,
of the
boy.
end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Ooh, okay. This game's gonna haunt my dreams. And it's I don't scare from like horror and gore and that kind of stuff, but it's kind of tragedy that gets to me. Okay. Huh. That's a cool little cartoon character. The diorama. I wonder what of. Rope? Milton, 1992.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay, what? I'll get the hang of this. I had these flip books when I was a kid. This is an extreme book, though. Like he painted his way into...
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah. Wonder what happened to him. Because clearly if the police didn't find him...
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
That's not encouraging.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Lewis was
After
the
he
middle
graduated,
child?
He just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Well, these are some extreme rooms, let me tell you. Look at this. Holy smokes. Okay.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Looks like he was in a computer and, shall we say, non-acceptable, at least in certain circles, medical use. Wonderland Turbo. Well, he was definitely into gaming. Oh, cool. Did we get to actually play a video game with this guy? Lewis Finch. Let's see. Institute of Psychology.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Okay, what do I do? Oh, okay.
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Began to wander?
wander.
Oh, okay, there we go. I knew I had to do something. Alright. What's gonna happen? I'm not finding comfort in this repetitiveness. Okay. Confused. Do I just keep doing the fishes? Mine began to wander. Oh, okay. Now I see what I'm doing.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I have to do this fish cutting
Feels
and
before
move
that.
through this at the same time.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Okay, ooh. Is this the boss room?
But he found something more.
Oh, wow. Now we've upgraded to
I worried
3D.
about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Yeah.
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Something
I even encouraged.
bad is going to happen.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Aw, puppy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Okay, well, nope, don't go in there.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
Out of one corner of my eye, I'm like watching for the fish.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Yeah, I know, but boy,
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
okay. Oh, it's not going to end well.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Ship's a little hard to control, actually.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
I like how the mountains looks like book writing parchment, like a 3D hand-drawn map. A handsome queen, interesting.
Handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister serpents.
sinister serpents.
This is actually taking quite a bit of
It followed the sound of
coordination.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
This is not getting easy.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I will admit, when I used to work a few monotonous jobs, I would do this.
He was so proud of having created it.
There we go.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Wow. Okay, where am I? Am I playing Lewis now? I must be. I think. Oh yeah, I'm in the fancy wardrobe.
He began to forget the world we know.
Imperial Palace, Game Boy, or a 3DS maybe? Oh.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
This is gonna end gruesome, I just know it.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Okay. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Okay, let's go this way. And that way offers nothing. I have no sprint. Did I miss something back in the locker? Or maybe I'm supposed to walk up the conveyor belt here towards the light.
I still thought I could save
Okay.
him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
The storytelling is just magnificent. The narrative is absolutely stunning. So much, in fact,
Even the wise Calico who insisted on inviting him.
I'm having a hard time keeping up with my discussing as we play. I get that pulled into the game. That's a sign of a truly good game. Also, there's a lot of narrative going on.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. his head.
Oh, no, 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 no. He did not. Oh,
The
my
rest I
God.
think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He put his head in the chopper. Oh, man.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That was absolutely terrible. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm gonna be thinking about this. It's Life is Strange all over again.